I don't hate the music, but it's not like great. And I added some shit for the those mushrooms. I kind of like the way they look. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I need to maybe add some stuff in here. It's very bland. But I do like the transition to dark. Although it's probably a little too dark and we probably shouldn't go through the wall. And yeah, my intention for these is when we run down them, we'll be shooting at them. And they'll like spin as we shoot them. I like this part. Oh, I should be wearing fucking headphones. What am I doing? It's probably coming right through the speaker. Sorry, I'm pretty friggin' baked. Alright. There we go. Now we got fucking headphones in. Alright, can I still hear shit? Hold on, I gotta play the music. Okay, yeah, I can hear stuff. Nice. Let's take a look at level 3. I'm working on underground pools in here. And added some new enemies. I need to get rid of the triangles that we look at. But yeah, I like how this area is going. We got lizard people. I need to add better lines for them. But yeah, they like swim at you and come and kick you. It's pretty great. I think they're broken though. I don't think they just do the one attack. Yeah, so, and that's spell books that actually work on them. Yo, what's up, dude? Yeah, so I made the pools in here deeper so they're a little bit more creepier. 30 days remaining, yeah. The clock is ticking. And then I might have to get a real job eventually. But we're going to be an indie game developer until then. Nobody believed me until the gamers rose up. Alright, so this is... I like this area. Yeah, I'm using like negative light in here. They're supposed to be creepy, but I don't really... It's not super creepy yet. We gotta go under the water and fight the enemies too. And then this part is, you know, kind of boring. I gotta add like more particle effects. He's supposed to be, I think it's Pluto, like the lord of the underworld, but also in Roman mythology he had like, all the jewels of the earth, all of the little trinkets and goblets that people like to look at and pour their hands over, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not, you know, I like some of the stuff in the level. Some of it's kind of like, I wish I didn't have to repeat everything. And this level's coming along pretty good. I'll go back to here. And I think this is... I think the spell books are actually broken on these guys. I'm gonna test it. Yeah, I have to fix them. It just doesn't clear the register of those things, so I gotta fix that. This guy blows up. I gotta add some like red to the player or something so you know you take damage. And then I thought about adding a feature in here where you could like press a button and it would just like stop and let you look around. I think that would be a good thing to do. We could do that as like an unlockable or whatever. Like, you know, we would put an item in like binoculars or whatever, and it would just like make your character stop and look around freely. That wouldn't be too hard to implement. And I've also made this thing where we can now like change the speed of the character. And in here when he goes in, it changes from day to night. But I gotta figure out how to make it less visible there. I thought it would hide it inside of the building, but it didn't really hide it that well. Loek ask. I've never even heard of that. L-O-E-K. Yeah, I like the way this looks. I might solidify it so it's not just like flat all the way around. I thought it would have like a cool effect. It kind of does, but it's not really the effect I want. So I'm gonna go back into Blender and fix it. And then I might actually end up using the crab that I made and throw it in here as like a mini boss right there, because it does kind of fit. Yeah, you can throw a darkness fade on the screen. Basically what I did is I made a node here, an environment interactor, and we can like pass stuff in. So it's like changes. I just said like change sky and then change it to this texture, and it'll change the environment whenever we reach it. It changes this environment whenever we reach it to a different sky. Nice. So I have more shit that I want to make in Blender for this. I guess that's what I was going to start with. Let's see. I think I had something over here that I wanted to... Yeah. This picture, I think, that you sent me, I was going to use this to... I'm basically going to create this shape. I think that looks really cool, and then have some rods coming out of it, and then have that in the background. So that's what I'm doing in Blender right now. Alright. Too many friggin' windows. Alright, nice. I don't know, I might have to add some water or something too. A little bit of aesthetic water. And add cylinder. I think that looks about right. And we'll spin it. I also want to do like some ripple effects or something. That would be cool. Let's see, how long should I make this? Probably like that. And I'm going to off-center it. Bring it down. And we'll do a few. And I think I need to kind of rotate them out like this. That's very aesthetic. A little bit further. There we go. Now we're really getting somewhere. We're really getting into peak design right here. And then we're going to add a cone. And put that in right there. Something like that, and a sphere. And add that in up here. All right, we got everything shaded smooth. I mean, that's pretty much... That was like the main feature I wanted to grab, so I think I'm just going to move all of this into the scene now. I don't see any reason to take off any vertices. And I think I'm going to keep all of these one color, so we'll join all these. And then I have separate stuff for all those, so... oh, that's right, I'm doing that. So I also want to bring in these structures over here that I made. I just need that one, so we'll grab that one. And the Blender will cooperate with me. Grab all these, one of these, and we'll go File, Export, GLTF. We're going to call this random bits, selected objects. We'll export that. And then we'll come over here. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and let me go down here. I think I have this objects, and I'm gonna go, what did I call that? Random bits, level 5, yeah. So there we go, we got one of these turny things. I'm gonna make this local. Did you have a nice nap dreaming of how you were going to design this level? Yeah, I had a great nap. Actually, my PS4 is all fucked up. My 20-year-old PS4 is gone. It's dead. Can I suggest some sky islands to break up the background? No, that would offend my design. How dare you critique my design? I can't believe that. Yeah, I thought about adding mountains. There's this thing in Blender. Let me see if I can find. I think I got some stuff. Damn, I don't know where it's at. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's going to open it in Krita, of course. I fucking hate Krita. Alright. Yeah, this was like, I was going through some shit on Reddit about like 90s art that people were making, and I really like the texture on this dragon. And the way this picture looks in general is like very nostalgic. I really like it. So I might try and do something like that. I don't know. These trees are great too. This wonderful tree right here. And this lovely dragon right there. Reminds me of a certain event in U.S. history. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm going to try. I was going to do mountains, but maybe have them have a texture like this, basically. I think that was the idea. You know, I think my stepdad was actually at 9/11 when it happened. He like, he was close enough to see like the clouds of smoke and shit, which is crazy. All right. Let's cover that. And I'm going to make this bigger, and we got to add some textures to this. So I'm going to save the level. I have to exit out, then I have to come back into it. Otherwise, I can't adjust the GLBs or whatever. And okay. Oh yeah, I'll show you the lizard enemy. I forgot to show you those. Where is the fucking thing? Up here. Yeah, we got lizards in here. Let's go to player. And I'm going to play this. My family was alive for it, but I wasn't. What do you mean you weren't alive for it? Holy shit, that makes me feel really fucking old. Although I was a kid. I was like, I actually remember I was watching Dragon Ball Z at the time, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, they do this creepy run at you. And they have a bite, or they also have a kick. So I haven't added in the actual attack yet for the bite. I gotta fix that. Oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta make new phrases for them. And yeah, that was like the painting in the background. If you're on skitso mode, you can see the skitso paintings. So I don't know, I kind of like it. Maybe that one might be a little much, but it's like it was the Epstein paintings, which I find really funny. And then I do have it so you can shoot down those like big statues, but I don't know, I didn't really like how it looked, so I might just include it. Like maybe it's a schizo feature or something, I don't know. Schizo mode is like player optional content filter. Yeah. Yeah, and then this part down here, I do like, I probably gotta put something in this hallway. I might put like snails coming down from you, above you or something. Just because snails would fit in here. And then I gotta find another like schizo painting to swap that one out with. And I made a speed interactor so we can like slow the character. So I can change the speed of the character now on the thing whenever we want in the levels, which is useful. And yeah, I like this shot where you're kind of like looking out into the distance, but I gotta add more to it because I don't really like how it is right now. I might make you like fight something on the way down or something. The textures on the painting, well, the textures have a mission. All the paintings I put as a mission textures, so that's why they light up. I just wanted to make sure people were able to see them. But I mean, if you think it looks like not great, we can change it or whatever. And I was trying to make this area like kind of scary, so oh yeah, here's the water filter. Let me put that on. I haven't finished implementing it. I was gonna finish implementing that, but yeah, it's just an effects overlay right now, and then we have that right there, and I'll leave this here. Here's my filter. But yeah, you can like increase the wave strength. That makes it like crazy. So yeah, we could use this for a lot. I think I have it like... Oh man, what the fuck did I do? 0.01. Let's see. There we go. You don't need a lot. I even think that's too much. Hold on, let me, we'll make it full screen. And then, yeah, he's not even facing the right way. I gotta fix that. I didn't put enough look-ats in this area. And I'll probably add, like, an underwater filter to the sounds and stuff when we go down. I also want to make, like, a splash when we get in the water. I basically have an interactor for that, too. Just an area 3D that when we hit, we stop. Where the frick is that at? Yeah, it's like this right here is a, it's like the interactor that should make the water. It basically hooks up in our game manager like all the other interactors, and then we just put like, I don't even think it has, I think in the game manager it takes care of it, so it doesn't have any actual code right now. All right, and then I think we already saw the rest of this. Yeah, there's nothing attached to those models, by the way. It's just like 3 eyes over there. It's just the redness. And I gotta fix those particles. They kind of look like shit. But I do like the heads here. I heart modular code, yeah. Let me make some fixes here. Shit. Alright, here we go. Let me bring a light over here so I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. I just gotta cover this so you can't see all that stuff down there. Oh man, you can't see anything. Alright. This is when I love Godot 3D. This is my favorite part about it. So we go in here, we gotta grab, let's add some more points. And we'll click on it, possibly. I guess not. I suppose not. I was arguing with someone online the other day and they told me to get a job, and then I remembered that I was game deving, so I totally BTFO'd him, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, the... I don't know. I might move to West Virginia and get a job out there. I was looking at that because you can buy a lot of land out there, and I just want to like start like a big giant garden. So I'll get some factory job in West Virginia, and I'll hang out there for a few years. Plus, one of my family, they go snowboarding a lot, and they want to buy a place near Snowshoe, which is really cool. I hate snowboarding. I think it's it's the worst thing ever. But they really like it, so. I didn't realize how friggin' cold it was during, like, when at the snowboarding places. I'd just normally been in, like, Virginia, and it's so fucking freezing. Up on those mountains, the air is, like, so cold, it sucks. Hold on, I need a light down here. Brutal. This game doesn't give us $1 million. We have to go back to the... Yeah. Well, you know what? This game, if this one doesn't sell, we'll just make our the friend slop game. That one will sell better for sure. I mean, we already have a bunch of friggin' assets. We might as well just like make another game with them. Oh, there we go. This place is, it's actually pretty deep, so where the hell is my path 3D? Yeah, that and the game jam idea. The friend slop game requires a bit of involvement for multiplayer consideration, but I think that should be fun. I did start working on it the other day. I was watching Andrew Dev on YouTube. I think I sent you one of his links, but he's got like a whole... He's still doing like live makings of some multiplayer shit, so I've been following his tutorial. I've been gaining some knowledge and shit. But I still don't really know what I'm doing. It's still pretty fucking complex shit. And then with Steam, it's going to be even more learning, because it's like... Don't you have to use Steam multiplayer? I don't know. There's a another... Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. There's another YouTuber streamer called Just Covino who made a multiplayer game called what is it, Astro Yoinkers, I think. That's up on Steam now. But that's multiplayer, and he made it with Godot. So it's not as if people aren't doing it. All right. Yes, so you can use Steam as an immediate between your servers and their players. I'm excited for the Steam stuff with this game and for the next for sure. Oh yeah, I gotta take a look. Yeah, I think I have a lot of your stuff integrated. Hold on. What was the... Steam friend card. Like we have this one and the Steamworks panel. That was the latest commits, right? I don't know. I'd have to take a look. Achievement scene. Achievement menu. Yeah, so I mean, if I run this, it runs, but I guess I need to update it. Yeah, so I did pull some of your code. I guess I just didn't pull the latest. I gotta figure that out. I think this was a couple days ago that I pulled this. Prompt generator. Do I have the prompt generator? Let's look up generator. I know I had the prompt generator. What the fuck? It's in the utilities, right? I guess I don't have it anymore. Achievement menu, Steamworks panel. Friend card. Whoops. Yeah. Steamworks support. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta fucking get rid of that. Alright, let me go GitHub. Let me look at all my repositories. Let's go to Steamworks support. Steam friendless integration commit from terminal 2 weeks ago. This one's 3 days ago. Achievement plus. Okay, so I guess that's the one. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to fuck with that later because it's gonna be like a giant pain in the ass. Alright. Alright, let me finish fucking with this shit. Code status inconvenienced, yeah. Well, I think we're both using GitHub in 2 very different ways, so I think I think it's causing problems. Oh, you know what this level needs is some wind chimes. Wind chimes are awesome. Everybody had wind chimes back when I was a kid. I mean, I was committing via terminal. It was just being a biatch. Well, I think it's being a biatch because you don't have the latest files up there. So then if I pull your commit, it's going to overwrite my files with old files from where you have them. So I have to make sure I go in and cherry pick the files that are new. Which is a real pain. Yeah. But what should have been happening is that we should have been both uploading the exact same files and we work on different ones. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck it's supposed to work. I'm not like a software developer. Hold on, let me get high. That'll solve it. The world's worst ping pong game? Yeah. Damn, dude. Imagine us working for a big company and we're just fucking up the entire commit. That would rock, man. You're like at Blizzard and they're like, you're going to make that commit? And you're like, listen, you just like put like, what is it? Like dash force. You just like force the commit to overwrite everyone's shit. Like, listen, I know I'm an intern here, but I had to get rid of all your stuff because it was all stupid and my code was much better. Look, I moved that thing 5 pixels to the left. Sorry if you lost your whole database. That's not my fault. Why would you even let me at the database? You should have let me fuck with that thing. All right. Nice. Nice. Now we're smoking inside. Just fucked up another git commit. Time to get high. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I got on my on my website. It's just a picture of me saying that. Actually, you know, I did have a funny fact on my website. It said, in real life, I'm significantly less bald. Because the picture I used, I was looking hella bald. What do I want here? I actually have a full material used here. Quick load. We're going to do the gold material. I actually don't like that one. I think I have one that is triplanar. Whatever. That's good enough for now. And then these, I have a silver material for these. Your new audience doesn't know that. My new audience of just you, I believe they do. They might know that. We've been steadily at 1 viewer. All right. I think I'm going to make this unique and see if I can't make this like world triplanar. We seriously got to get more people or else we will go insane. That's true. Oh, we have 2 viewers. Look at that. Someone did stop by. Hold on. Well, hopefully it's a bot. They'll tell us to buy more stream view, stream boo things on the whatever lab or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, let's say this as, I'm going to say silver, triplanar. I don't know how the fuck you say it. But then we're going to go into the settings here and make this thing triplanar because it's it should give us like a better look on this thing, right? I want it to look detailed. It still looks like shit. We might have to go back into Blender. Our avant-garde art is not looking so good. I tried to make a sun, but it kind of came out like a piss color over there. So I think I'm just going to use the piss color from the sun to use that one. Or we could use this one right here, which is like a nice clear ball. Yeah, but I guess we'll grab this and let's see. What other shaders do I have in here? Yeah, let me go over here and save that one. Let me grab this. Save as. I'm going to call it the piss shader. Piss shader. Oh shit, I meant to save it as a material, but whatever. Quick load. Oh my god. Now it's not going to recognize it. Now I have to open it up like a regular person. Where is... There we go, piss shader. Perfect. Nice. And I guess we'll do probably the gold on here. Why not? Actually, I'm going to use the green. And I think we're going to have to scale this whole thing up. My family hasn't gotten back to me on that one guy that did the video game stuff. I don't want to contact them again and risk another boomer meltdown. Yeah. Another boomer meltdown. Those damn boomers. Might give out more playtest keys if you think that's a good idea. Yeah, I was thinking we need to give out some more. I was thinking about trying to make it so that people could come and request them from the Steam page. I gotta look a little bit more into that, but I think we can do like a public playtest, can't we? Where people come and request shit. And then I wanted to give out some more and send them to some people. Yeah, I figured like halfway through this month I should have the Steam playtest ready, basically, and then I should have a trailer too. You did it for a game you beta tested for. Oh, nice. I just want to move this big flying thing over here. I just want to pull that out. And then this, I'm going to scale it. Oh my god. Why? Stay together. There we go. Nice. Alright. Can you just work with me, Godot, please? Instead of trying to fight me every second. Okay, so where should this go? I think it should belong like right here. It's a nice piece of artwork to look at. Godot is my battered wife. My battered significant other. Okay, we're inclusive here. Yeah, you're arrested, and they're like, "Sir, did you hit your wife?" And you're like, "Significant other, excuse me." Yeah, my battered partner, excuse me, sir. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to get more coffee before I make more inappropriate jokes. No, you're a great influence. Listen, people come here. People come to Twitch because they want interesting personalities. Nice and autistic. All right, let's put this over here, and we'll put this. Let's go like 25. I think that looks pretty good. We got to add a rainbow in here because everything had like a rainbow in the 90s. And this, I want to make this like a purple or some shit. All right, albedo. Yeah, like a light, like a plasticky, you know, very futuristic. What someone in the 90s would imagine futuristic. Now we know that all of those things just cause cancer. So it's like, oil plastics, yummy. What did I think of the name ideas? Which name ideas for the studio? I think Tinfoil Hat Studios is probably the best one. That's my favorite. I mean, that kind of says it all. Like, we're going for, like, you know, cool shit. So I wanted to go to the roughness and turn that down so it's like that. Metallic. I don't know. I don't really like that. The UV map on that thing's not very good. So we're going to have it non-metallic. As for a normal map, we do have a lot of stuff we could add. I don't know if any of it's probably going to make it look much worse. Oh, there we go. That's very 90s. Stanum Studios, tinfoil tops, or Stanum tops. What's a Stanum? Oh, Stanum. Hold on, I gotta look that up. Latin word for chemical element, symbol SN, atomic number. Oh, damn. Yeah. It looks pretty cool. Wikipedia. Etymology. Oh, thank you, Wikipedia. I wanted the pictures. I'm a fucking idiot, dude. I don't give a shit about all these words. Stream derailed by minerals, yeah. It's a mineral stream. Yeah, so I wanted a few of these kind of floating out here like this, as if they were like futuristic, you know, worlds over here. Probably like there, maybe one in the back. And yeah, I think I'll do a couple more like that. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and play that. and just see what happens. I just want to see what it looks like. I really want to add a feature where you can like just look around. We shouldn't always be moving, you know. Kind of kills the vibe. The old word for tin. Yeah, I like how those guys turned out. I feel like they're pretty good. I gotta get rid of the label too. And then I figured I would have the trees and just use a bunch of shaders and go crazy like I did there. That looks pretty cool. We're still moving way too fast. But yeah, there's a lot to look at. Yeah, I think free cam mode should definitely be included as like an item we pick up or something, as like a secret. I've been working more on the secrets, and it's like... I was gonna have the... Basically, when you shoot open the coffins, it'll have like a little pyramid that flies out, and that gives you a secret. So you get the secrets by shooting all the shit. And I'll make some coffins harder to hit than others, and that'll kind of make like some replayability, because you'll have to go back through the level to try and hit that coffin. But yeah, if you'll get like secrets, and I think it should unlock... We could do more of the power-ups. I'll have to go back through and kind of fix that. Yeah, that we'll have to make them... I think we should give them like goggles to look around, you know, kind of like they did in Dark Souls. They give you a little scrying eye so you can like press tab or whatever and look around. And then here in this section, I wanted to have it so like you can go down and shoot this line of these tombstones, and they'll all like spin around as you shoot them. And they'd all have like one letter on them, like O, N, like, you know, G, L, and so you like come down and shoot them and try and get all of them. Because I can just reuse the coffin code and make them spin. I think that would be cool. Yeah, Hongle. And then yeah, I'll probably have this crab as like a mini boss, just because I had him somewhat coded, so I can just... I still have the animations for him, so I might as well just add him back in. And then yeah, you're gonna fight Selene, the moon, over here. This is actually a pretty short course, so I need to add like a lot of enemies or something, because it's the other one's like 6 or 7 friggin' minutes, whereas this one's only 2 minutes. So I like those. Those are a good addition. This thing is a good addition. I gotta find some other stuff to add in. I might make... Oh, the monkey. You can't even see the monkey now. Damn, that's brutal. Yeah, I'm gonna move him. Oh my god. Alright. Am I gonna have to click on everything individually? Because I didn't take the time to parent anything. There we go. Now I've got it. Alright. Where should the monkey go? I think the monkey should go... if you're going to be looking at these, you're going to be staring this way. I think we should put him right here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put that... oh, we could do it right here. This is pretty empty. If you're going to have Suzanne Monkey, you need the Utah Teapot. That's pretty true, yeah. Yeah, I figured I would put this Suzanne Monkey in just as like, you know, people who use Blender are going to know what's up. All my Blender homies. The hardcore Blender homies. Okay. And I need to change this path so it's not going straight to the wall. I went to the Blender forums in Yo Hood and nobody knew who you were. Yeah. Damn, yo, I was gonna sign up for this speed dating thing where I was, but like I looked at the address of where the restaurant was, where it was gonna be speed dating, and there was like it was like right next to like one of the worst one of the worst ghettos in my like literally in this entire state. And I was like, damn, dude, who the fuck, like this is like a fucking trap. It's like legitimately like in like Section 8 housing at this like taco stand in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'll be going to that one. You decided not to follow through because she wasn't your looks match? Okay. Yeah, I think that's insane. I think I don't think you should ever say looks match to another person. We weren't genetically compatible. Wow. Yeah, okay. I guess that's the only way to say it. That's funny. Yeah, all right. What am I gonna do? Oh, my parents are trying to hook me up with this this girl who lives out where they live out. She's like actually got like a job in a townhouse and stuff. Yeah, which is pretty cool. Because I have like a house and, you know, I don't have a job right now, but I have had pretty important jobs in the past. So, you know, she's looking for someone who's like not a complete fuck up, which is cool. Beyond 30, I think it's over for you. You're insane. Is she your looks match or does she mog? I think she's like pretty attractive. I think I'm pretty attractive too. Damn, you sound like man, DVDR, dude. That's brutal. That's funny. I'm actually pretty attractive. I would say I'm probably about around a 6 or a 7, so I feel like going for that territory is pretty easy. Belly bloated, pants soak, drink spilled. Damn, dude, I never laughed harder than when in that video when he was like that drunk guy falling with the the hat flying, drink spilled, and the little zoomer guy's like making fun of him the entire time. Perfect. Every time I like watch that video, I just like in my head I think like, what a wonderful world. A fucking Christmas song. Yeah, but I mean, like, he kind of sets himself up for failure because he's like a complete retard. Yeah, the funniest part is like DBDR is like not a bad looking person. He's like a regular looking person, and he just psychs himself up into these like insane scenarios. So I don't know. Yeah, I remember watching his videos, and he would just be like, "I can't. I'm only 5'11" and 3/4 of an inch, dude. It's over." And it's like, you're fucking a lunatic, dude. That is an insane thought to have. But very funny. All right. Yeah, it's over for you according to DBDR. You'll never be as adorable as me, okay? You'll never be 5'7". So you better reflect on that, okay? Get mogged by my height, okay? I'm 4 inches shorter than you, and you'll never be this adorable or agreeable. It's more so that he's a ginger. Well, couldn't he just like shave off all of his hair and then dye his eyebrows and then nobody would know? And gingers don't look that bad. I don't know. I knew a lot of ginger people who'd like, you know, were just like regular looking people. Very regular looking people. Some of the best people. Gingers are some of the best people, the chosen people. Alright. So we're looking this way. Looking that way. I'm going to put a script on these eyes to make them look at you. I want to do that. Can we do that? Yes. Let's do this. Create. Bar player. Oh, can't we just say, we'll just do this. Ifins, we got the game manager dot player not equal to null. Then we will say look at game manager dot player dot global position. Let's see what that does. The Phoenicians, we don't like them. We don't like them one bit. They took the gingers. They scalped them for fertilizer. Highly discouraging. I don't even know what you're referencing there. The Phoenicians. Aren't they like Egyptians? For some reason, that makes me think of like pyramids and like, you know, people running around with mascara and shit. Phoenicians. Yeah. They were a first act of Ginger 8. There we go. I can still do the rolls. Okay. Really like that. That looks really cool. I saw a cool thing where they did a bunch of clouds in Godot that looked awesome. We don't really look at Suzanne at all. We don't see the monkey, which sucks. I need to fix that. I gotta put some type of bed in there too. I think I need some type of like bottom to that water. You can see the water to the wall there too. I also thought about including like a sun and a moon right there and having them both like have different keys you could press so you could like shoot it to change it from day to night or night to day. I thought that would be cool, but it's going to take time for me to implement, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, that's right, we're going to see that eye's looking at us, which apparently is not. That's like a Mario mechanic. Mario! Damn, I really like the way those green tiles look. They don't really make those green tiles anymore, but they look fucking cool. Every time I saw those green tiles that used to be around all the time, I'd always want to like, just like break off a piece and try and eat it. It looked like lettuce. What we should prioritize. What, eating the tiles? Everybody wants to eat some type of inanimate like object. It definitely, they look very tasty. That's called Pika. Yeah. Yeah, Pikachu. I do love the idea. Damn. I do love the idea of doctors opening up your stomach and just finding a bunch of weird, crazy shit in there. And then being like, what the fuck? That's pretty awesome. Pica is a psychological compulsion or craving or consumption of objects that are not normally intended to be consumed. It is classified as an eating disorder, but can also be the result of an existing mental disorder. Yeah, mine's probably a mental disorder. I'm physically, you know, top tier alpha male, so it's definitely just mentally fucked up, you know. Mentally ill in Amityville, as they say. Okay, what do I need to do? First off, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then I think I'm gonna try and put in the function where we can just kind of like look around and do some free look. I think that's gonna be cool. But I will be right back. Genuinely, the worst thing I've ever read someone admitting was on an Object Vor forum where they were talking about how they had a favor of eating marbles and then pooping them back out and then putting them back in their mouth again to do it again. One of the worst things I've ever read. Definitely top 5. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with the class. Now we all get to read it. Yeah. One of the worst things I ever read or I listened to was, I don't know if you ever watched Deadwing Dork. Deadwing Dork did this thing about the Smurfs back in the day. This guy did this story about Smurfs, and it's like a big story about him abusing Smurfs. It's like fucking crazy the amount of detail he goes into. But it's like, it's written as if Chris Chan wrote it. It's very autism coded. And it's a very creepy guy. The guy says stuff like, my lady friend, you know, verbs like that. Hold on, I have to go do something. Sorry, I gotta get some water. All right. So let's make it so we can stop and look around. Okay. The biggest autism flag is having a vitriolic hatred towards fiction that doesn't matter. Yeah, I would say that's, you know, like when people mention, like, events in history that didn't happen and people flip the fuck out and say, no, of course it did. You mean like that? It's pretty autistic. All right. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make these hover around a little bit. Let's go here. Here. What was he implying? Where's the sun? I know I had one that was called sun. It just makes it bob up and down. Where the fuck? Maybe it's in the upgrade area. That's right, sun 2. Right? Yeah, I think so. Yes, this makes it bob up and down. Awesome. Cool. So I might just, yeah, I'm gonna put it on that one. And yeah, we'll do it on this sphere too. Upgrade area, sun, load. Load. You know what? I think we should move this closer. I don't think it makes it any cooler to have it all the way out there. I think we should, you know, really get a chance to see it. There we go. And then honestly, I want to take and put like a big rainbow over top of there. I think that would look sick. Those look pretty cool. And then I gotta make clouds or something, like big clouds. Yeah, okay. All right, let's go take a look at the damn player. So do we have a manual, moving, combat, puzzle, cutscene, die, encounter, stall, intermission, endless boss fight? I guess we should add one that is free look. Free look. Okay. All right. I guess I'll put it down here at the bottom. Why not? Player states dot free look, and we'll just do that. Yeah. Perfect. We'll come down here. Funk. Free look. Pass. All right. So what do I want to do? I think I have to tell my camera that I'm allowed to look around. I have to give the player the ability. I want to keep the mouse captured, right? Make sure, I'm just going to leave this comment for my own self. Make sure mouse be captured. I got on my phone and I can't believe there are people that will genuinely use a moderator mode from the phone here. Why? Is it really bad? Is a moderator mode really shitty on the phone? Well, I can use it on my phone too. It gave me a notice. Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. There I am. Look at that. Possible ban evader monitoring. Oh no. Oh no, we're under attack. Okay. So if I go, let me take a look at this. I know I got some shit up on the player cam. The camera holder, actually. So in my infinite wisdom, I have a different state here on the frigging thing. So I have to change this to the free state, and we have to allow mouse look. Where's that? I'm going to add in a new state because I really don't want to be fucking with all that. look around. Okay, actually, I think I have this. We just don't have anything there. So, perfect, yeah. All right, so what do we really need to do? Yeah, okay, cool. If free look equals true, then we can rotate like this. And we do have an input for the mouse. Awesome. So all I need to do is enable that to true. Okay. Allow mouse look. Awesome. So I already had a function for it. Cool. Control F. Is anyone else using that? So all I have to do is change it to that state. All right, that might actually be easier than I thought it was. Let's just go cam state free in the player class. Up in the player, we're gonna say camera. I think it's actually cam holder dot cam states equals cam states dot free. Cam holder dot cam states dot free. Welcome to Blockland. No, it's just the thought that it's really funny. You can have a squad of Jannies that will sweep it up in positions of public transport sessions. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna make this into free look. When we do this, if the prev state is not equal to the current state, that's what we want to do, right? Let me double check that. Oh, fucking. Yes, prev state not equal to current state. Awesome. So we're on the first tick of the state. We're going to free our camera. We're not going to be moving around anymore. And then we're going to have to wait for another input. We got to have a button to switch that. I guess it should be tab, right? We're not using tab at all. Yeah, we're using shift. We're not using tab. So I'm going to say enable free look. We'll add that in. We'll go here and we'll go tab. Have you ever had a tab, like a tab soda? I think they still have them at the dollar store. I was at the dollar store the other day. Not by my own choice. My brother dragged me there. But I felt like I saw one of those. I don't know if it was a while ago, but dollar store also has like all of the worst possible food you can buy. It has like all of the corn oil chips and then all of the like industrial degreaser energy drinks. Those things are like clearly cancer in a can. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and we have to. Do we have an input function here checking shit? We should probably check the input function on the cam holder. Let's see, Control F, input. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let like a candy tap soda. No, it's called tab soda. Hold on. Yeah, this thing. I guess they're gone. I don't know. Is tab soda still available? No. Okay, so never mind. I guess I didn't see it. It was just another soda that looked like it. Yeah. Discontinued the soda in December 2020. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like I saw one pretty recently. I need to seek out more dollar stores to use my EBT on, yeah. Hey, I'm unemployed. I'm thinking about calling the government and saying, hey, send me some money, buddy. What are we doing out here? Where is my money? I'm broke. I'm using drugs. I need some money. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So we need to fucking actually do this shit. So we need to go to the camera holder, and we have an input function down here, so it makes more sense for me, I think. If free look equals true, if event is mouse motion, and we'll say if event dot is action pressed enable free look, we'll say free look equals false. Cam states dot staring. We're gonna go next state equals cam states dot staring. Oh, I think I fucked this up. Let's go back to the player. I did fuck up something. Mr. Pibbs, I've really never seen that. Dude, I could go for an A&W root beer right now, a Mr. Pibbs root beer. I would fucking murder that shit right now. If I didn't have any self-control, I would just buy so many chips and eat the whole bag and use all my money on virtual game items. Yeah. I have never bought a single skin for a game. I thought that was absolutely insane when people were like, I spend money on skins in games. I'm like, what? Well, you'd actually buy that? Who would buy that? That blew my mind. My brother was like, yeah, I spent like, I think it was like $30 on like stuff for Clash of Clans one time. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I don't think it was my brother. I think it was like my friend or something. But, yeah, I don't know. I've never spent any money buying a skin in a game. But then I've never really been any good at any games that I played like competitively or anything. So when we are doing the free look, I messed this up. We want to say camholder.nextState. There are CSG Go knives that cost thousands of dollars. Yeah, they're probably CSGO knives that cost more than my, more than I'm worth. Didn't they ruin the market though, or was that that was the TF2? They ruined the market. I did spend money on that stuff, but I also got Steam gift cards from family. Yeah. Damn, I remember getting iTunes gift cards and running to go buy like Black Sabbath CDs. I was so cool. I was so cool. I went and bought my heavy metal CDs from iTunes and downloaded them on my fucking iPod Nano. Okay, let's, what are we doing here? So we got here free look equals false, and if it, so it's true, and we press it, we want to disable it if it's false. Oh shit, I can just use else. I'm a fucking idiot. Else. Oh, you fuck. Else. And we'll say and we just need to get rid of this, right? We don't need that. All right. I've done enough of that for you for a lifetime. They kicked me out of the league. Oh, wow. Yo, did you ever play League of Legends? I used to play that. Give me 1 second. I gotta get some fucking water. Okay, so the Team Fortress 2 thing occurred because they pioneered gacha gaming, and one of the crates you could open accidentally gave 100% unusual item. So they allowed you to keep only one trade and the rest were made untradeable. Oh, wow. I've only played Dota 2 for like an hour. Yeah, I used to get really drunk back when like League of Legends was... I had like never heard of it, and my friend sent it to me, and then I would get really drunk and play for like hours at a time. It is a very addictive game loop when you're like high or drunk. Alright, let's see. Tab does nothing. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so let's print some shit. Print. Oh, we're evaluating. So, if free look is not true and we press it, we should enable it. Let me do print. We is enabling. And here we be disabling. I think the game that I've probably played the most in my life is Dark Souls 2. I used to get drunk and just play that game for like... I would literally come home from work and just be like blackout drunk playing that game all weekend and then just go right back to work Monday. And like literally play it till like the fucking like 3 a.m. in the morning until I have to go to work at 5. I was such a fucking piece of shit back then. Alright, I'm pressing tab. I'm pressing tab again. It's broken. Oh, shit. What's going on here? Oh, I actually can look around. The issue is I'm not stopping, so I think... oh, I'm not changing the friggin' player state. I need to change the player state. We shouldn't be moving. We should stop moving. You can check my Steam profile and probably figure out what games I've spent most of my life on. Yeah. Yeah, I love that Steam just has like all of your stats just to display. I think that's fucking retarded. I don't know why. I don't know why Steam would do that. The Dark Souls of life, yeah. All right. Steam revealing all your information. All right. So what do we need to do? On the player, when I press tab, we're never actually going into this state. So we need to, in the player cam, in the camera holder, say Here we're going to say player set states game manager dot player dot player states dot free looking. There we go. Nice. So we want to do that here. And it's going to stay there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that should do it. Let's try it. And then we should be stuck there. We shouldn't be able to get back to the other state, but that's fine. I just want to make sure we can get here first. So we can look around. It's kind of fucked up. We are being drawn back to it. Let me try that again. Hold on. Oh, we also need to look on the Y. So... rotate Y. Player cam. Is this happening? If I put that out, are we going to move? That'll be interesting to see. Okay, so that was doing nothing. I can look left and right. And if I press tab again, now we're out of that mode. And I can't move anything, and I press tab again. But now I'm like locked to that spot for whatever reason. Keeps bringing me back. Let me do this. Let's go back to moving. Free look. Oh, fucking. That should do it. Do-do-do. All right, we can look around. And then we're back here. Yeah, I mean, it looks like I can stop and look around. The mouse sensitivity is crazy. But then when I go back here, it always points me back down like that, which is kind of annoying. And then it should, when I hit the general look at, it should move me looking back. There we go. We still don't have a good view of whatever. So what I need to do is I have this thing that goes in front of the player. Where is it at? Level 5. We have this thing called the player front runner. And if I turn that on, so that's in front of the player the whole time we're playing, and I just need to make it look back at this. So oh, it actually is probably looking at that. Oh, I can also completely fuck everything up. I have been slain. Well, that's great. Yeah, that was a good crash. Okay, so yeah, I can't, I need to disable that being allowed inside of any other state but moving. So all we got to do is go to, we just got to go to the player real quick. Yeah. Player. No, we got to go to the player camera holder. And we'll say if game manager dot player dot current state is not equal to actually the only state we should be able to use it in is moving. Player states. So if we're moving, then we can do this stuff, but if we're not moving, then we cannot. All right, so there's that, and we also need to move up and down in the Y. So this rotates us, rotation X, player cam. Oh, that's just getting this and rotating that. Why was that not working? If event equals input mouse motion. Rotation.x. Min vertical angle, what is that? 90 and negative 90. Interesting. Oh, I wonder if I have something on here that allows it to not be moving in those directions. Let's take a look. Perspective. XYZ. Okay, now it looks good. What if we just do this? We just say our rotation.x equals rotation x, the incoming. I wonder what that will do. So awesome, yeah, I can't do free look when we're in combat anymore, which is good. I can do it now, but we can't look at all. Oh, yeah, because now we're in... oh, I'm stupid. Or... we can't get out of it now, because once we're in free look, we can't use this. Alright, now we're doing good. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Awesome, perfect. We got good free look. And we're back to it. That's looking good. Nice. We can look around. It's a pretty sweet level that I made. Blue sky. Green. I need to raise that up so we're not looking so far down. Why is it like that? Why are you like this? Front of player. You know what? We're looking at this and it's always going to be down there. We need to be actually looking at like where this thing is. So I should make this like up here in the air. Like that. And then we should be looking at that instead. So... we should be looking at the triangle instead of the point on the ground. But yeah. That looks really cool. You can see the seam there in the world, which is fun. The kind of thing that looks cool. Yeah, look at that. It's hovering up and down. Yeah, this adds a lot of interactivity to the world, honestly. Yeah, exercising free will. Yeah, I mean, I do really like some of the worlds I've made, so... oh yeah, let's look at that. Look at that. It's dithered. Nice. Yeah, I should put like a zoom in feature too. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I really like this level too. I think this is probably my favorite level. If I were to add on, I would probably make more levels like this. I really want to do something cool for the boss fight. I want to have you like fight the moon and then have like the 3 rotating statue heads like swinging around the moon, shooting stuff at you. But yeah, it's pretty sick. Nice. All right. What else am I gonna do right now? I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom, but yeah, I'll be right back. All right. I'm telling you, Fallen Angel DLC. Well, we gotta release the original game before we get any freaking DLC. All right, let me let me add in some coffins. Do I want to do that? Piss stream, piss on stream. Yeah, it's a piss stream. You see it? There's no way you can fucking hear that. I'm like 4 fucking doors away. All right. I don't really like that this gets darkened, honestly. Oh, I have these things here. I need to make them bigger or something. All right. And then this area kind of sucks. There's nothing in here. It's just like nothingness. So I need to find something to add in there. Streamer drinks 12 cans of Taps soda. Piss on stream. Yeah. Yes, we could roll it back. Roll what back? Oh, the darkness. We could hear, I'm not lying. Well, you could hear. It's only one person. There's only one fucking person listening anyway. That's fucking retarded. This microphone is fucking too sensitive. Alright. What do I want to fucking do here? It's lacking zazz. It needs more zazz. We need something in here. Maybe a torch or some shit. Man. Train. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like nothing is jumping out at me. To put a train in there? How are we gonna put a train in there? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna add the coffins. Fuck it. Because I gotta start adding in the secrets. Go here. Oh, let me add a node 3D first. Node 3D. Hopefully the coffins aren't like super fucking big. Train. A train is like super hard to make. There's no reason to put a train in there. It makes no sense. No, your train. Oh, that's passing by my house. You can hear the fucking train? Holy shit. Damn, dude. People are gonna like pinpoint my fucking location with this microphone. It's too sensitive. Holy shit. Choo choo train. Oh, I have to adjust my fucking jacket. All right. Bro, this streamer. Yeah. This streamer. Alright, fuck. What the fuck am I gonna do? Alright, the damn coffins. Breakable coffin, SCN. Boom, there we go. They're a little teeny tiny. What the fuck? Streamer buys ASMR mic and regrets it. It's the Blue Yeti. It's like the fucking, the one that everybody uses. Why are the coffins so little teeny tiny? Holy shit. It sounded like there's someone outside. I might have to go get my gun in a second. Hold on. How does this thing work again? Don't we have like a coffin? Oh, let me go take a look at it. Coffin for babies, yeah. That's actually pretty dark. Let's look at level 2. All right. How did I do this here? I guess it is breakable coffin. Let's go to level 3 real quick. You can pinpoint my location. There's someone outside. Let me get my gun. Yeah. These are perfectly logical thoughts, okay? Okay, so we have an interaction area and that. Okay, I thought we did. Yeah. Level 5, we'll go up here. Coffin, let me bring that back in. Breakable coffin. Of course, it's all the friggin' way over there. We'll bring it over here. And we have our interactors, which are practically invisible. Thank you. Thank you, Kado. I hate how they do that. Make local. They take these like collision shapes right here and they just make them like completely fucking invisible. And it's like, why don't you just make them 10% more like dark? It is stupid. Alright, so this is where we can shoot the coffin, and this is where we can't shoot the coffin anymore. So we should put that one like right there. And we're going to check if this even works in this scene. It should. I don't see why it shouldn't. Oh man, that one's just not even visible at all. Where's the collision shape on that? Holy shit. Look at that. Thank you. Can I, no, not disabled. How about we do this? Oh my god. There we go. Now it's visible. Thank you, Godot. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Where's the other one? It's not even visible. There it is. It's so invisible, Godot can't even see it when I click on it. That's how invisible it is. We get this. We go here. Click on that. It's all the way visible. Holy shit. Whatever. Whatever. Not my problem. I always put the shapes with a box object to visualize the collision when scaled. Yeah. Well, you can't scale them anyway. Otherwise I get all wonky. I think, right? Alright, let's see what happens. This should work pretty well, I think. Oh yeah, I need to hide that. Let me hide the player thing real quick. Player, where is... Oh, it's actually in level 5. I gotta go all the way up to where the player is and hide that. There we go. Now I can actually... show off the game. Nice. Was that a snake? Yeah. Those reminds me of those like Freezy Pops I always used to get as a kid. Those are really fucking good. Alright, so we should be coming up on it somewhere over here, right? Was the coffin? It was really teeny tiny. Well, it should pop up a prompt. So, yeah, it's right there. We can see it right there. Oh, there's Suzanne. Alright. But we didn't hit the Oh, damn! I put the interactors in the wrong way. Whatever. Nice. I need to make those do something. Those need to, like... those stars need to shoot out or something like that. We just need more stuff, like, moving around. I want to have, like, maybe some grass on this that'll kind of sway back and forth. And in here we need to add something. I don't know what to add. I think I am going to do the turn like the light on and off type thing. And then maybe something more over here. But yeah, let's see if we can fix that coffin real quick. Okay, over here, and I need interact area. So do I have these backwards? Is that what the problem is? I would suck down Freezy Pops during the summer like it was nothing. You were the Freezy Pop sucking champion. All right, let me put them there. Boom, got him. All right. Broken. All right. Blue sky. Hell. Like otter freezer pops. I don't know what they were called. There was the Fred Flintstone ones, and then there was the Lion King ones. Dude, the Lion King ones when I was a kid that had the little gummy worms in them were like the very best ones they could ever make. I saw they remade Animal Farm, but they kind of removed like anything that makes it recognizable. Oh my god, now it doesn't even work at all. What the fuck? So I had it right the first time, but I think... oh my god. Of course, I can't select that. Why not? Interaction area. We're gonna have to do it like way back here. Make sure it actually hits us. Oh, look, I can select that one. Isn't that wonderful? Alright, let me just move the player to where that is so I don't have to go through those stupid friggin' enemies again. Those bastards. Alright. Player. There we go. Oh shit. Sorry, I was too busy making fucking old man noises. All right. Okay, so they do work here. Yeah, well, they made a movie. The movie's really good. The first two Animal Farm movies are really well made and really good and a lot of fun to watch. There's an animated one which we watched in school, which was really fun. But they just made like a new one, and it's like it's complete garbage. It's like they just modernized everything to the point where it's like I don't know. I just saw like little trailers for it. It's got who's that guy? Seth Rogen. Is that his name? The one who has that laugh? The one who did Pineapple Express? He's like the main character that's the pig. And there's like, you know, it just doesn't look good at all. All right. I don't know. The live action one they made with the animals is like so fucking cool. That was the one that I remember like watching as an adult and being like, wow, it's really amazing they were able to like train all those animals to do that shit. All right, what do I need to do? We got one coffin there. The coffins are just going to be small. That's just what's going to happen. Tired of capitalism critiques by million-dollar corporations. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. Is like, you know, it's like Katy Perry making a song about global warming while she's flying around on a fucking jet. It's like people are done with that shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I talked to like I think it was like my brother's girlfriend or something one time, and she was like saying how like great Katy Perry was because she's helping the environment, and I'm like, yeah, he's definitely not flying around on a jet. Damn normies. Okay. All right, what are we gonna do here? Let's move this. Let me badmouth more family members and trusting friends on the internet. You know, that's a good idea. I'm just kidding. We have this. It doesn't really do much. I guess we could hide inside of it, poke our head out and spit at people and then hide back inside of it. That would be a fun prank to pull on people. Yeah, I need to put more enemies in here. I need to figure out why the spellbook doesn't work on them. I guess I'll go ahead and fix that. We should fix that shit first. I think it's because if I look at the enemy that we have, we put him as enemy type 16. I'm going to grab that, and then we're going to go to the player, and we'll look at the inventory. We got the inventory right here. Oh, no. Oh. Katy Perry fans should save the environment by depositing their carbon biomass into the soil. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I'll endorse that. Yeah. All right. On fake enemy. Should be working. The family unit is over. Yeah. We are calling this on this on a pawn. Okay. And I think this one is for the rook, so I'm gonna say this. Is it called a rook? Which one is a rook? Holy shit. Yes, it is a rook. Look at that. All right. Okay, let's see if that even plays. I think we're just getting rid of the wrong thing. Alrighty, Rooney. Oh man, but I moved. We're not even at the friggin' shit, I gotta go back. I gotta go here, and we gotta go to our path 3D and pull them all the way back to 0 so we face down the enemies one last time. Boom. Run the bitch. Do. Oh, damn. That's right. We're supposed to use the spell book. Okay, so we are this on a rook. Awesome. I have died, dog, which is interesting. So that's on my empty prompt node. Typed hit.emit. Yeah, I think I changed something on here. I might have to look at another commit. Hold on, let me check something really quickly. How can I check? How can I check the script on a stash commit? All right, let me go here real quick. Okay, we're gonna do git stash list. What? Great, so I have no stashed stuff. All right. How do I see previous commits? Git commit, all right. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to git commit. What the fuck are you talking about? Git log, all right. Git log. Okay, I think I want this one right here. We'll copy that. And then we can do oh my god. I don't even know how to fucking get the fuck out of that motherfucker. CMD. What is this? Git show. There we go. Okay. All right, we'll have to do that a little bit later because that's going to be a pain in the ass. But I had it fixed. Like, I had it working with the scripts, but not so much anymore. Yeah, for whatever reason, this script will not, it just keeps getting overwritten like every time I upload it, which is really fucking annoying. But whatever. Oh, what is this? Set prompt. All right. Well, let's take a look at what we're doing. You'll get working on the custom prompt integration this week. Awesome. Yeah, I guess I'll see you. I don't know when I'm gonna stream again, but yeah, peace out, dude. All right. Okay, so I guess all these enemies work pretty well. They respond to the spells. Dark Tetrad. I'm totally Dark Tetrad. Deuces. Occult. Knowledge. Dark. Tetrad. I need more words. These words, sec. Oh, I also want to add like a cutscene in here for like these rooms. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty cool. I have like this thing called skitso vision enabled, so you can see these like, I guess they're like vaguely political things. I don't fucking know. I hope nobody gets mad about that shit. It's just like fucking pictures that Epstein had inside of his house, which is kind of funny, but you know, not that I endorse any of that. I'm just saying, like, this is, you're supposed to be like in Pluto's Pluto's supposed to be like a corruption guy, so you're in like this big house of corruption, therefore it's got all these things in there. I don't know, maybe that's too schizo, but it's schizo Cypher, you know. That's right, yeah, I was gonna show this off. So we have those over there, and we can do this. Where's my, if I'm on level 4, should be, oh, schizo vision, awesome. We turn that off, and then you see the regular photos that are supposed to be there. Each room is like modeled off a Goya painting, Francisco Goya. So, I think that's pretty cool. I gotta make some type of enemy for in here. I don't really like that there's no enemies in here. And we have Pluto there. So yeah, that's like a Franz von Stuck painting. But yeah, I was trying to recreate that. You'll see as we go down, he's like sitting over there in the corner. And the speed change on here kind of sucks. But I'll fix that shit. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, so I guess it does change your elevation, which is really annoying whenever I hit the free look. That's great. Alright, whatever. I can fix that, that's no big deal. I think I can actually fix that right now. Let's go to the friggin' player. Cam holder. Why? I don't think this needs to be done anymore. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, so we got this one. It's like the Witch's Flight. I thought that was pretty cool. And that's actually a model of the player right there. And we got the witches like circling around it. I'm gonna make it so they like end up looking at you as you walk in. What does the ceiling look like? Whatever. And yeah, it's got Saturn consuming a sun, which was like one of the black paintings. But then if you go to schizo mode, check this out. This is pretty funny. Let me enable schizo mode real quick. Go to level 5. Where is... Oh, it's level 4. Sorry. Level 4. Schizo vision. And now, if we enable schizo vision, it's a picture of the boomer eating a zoomer, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so that's kind of like what the skitso vision does. Black paintings, occult knowledge. So, symbolism. There we go. I'm actually becoming a faster typer. Alright. So yeah, this goes down into like a next area, which I think is pretty cool. I gotta add more light in here or something. There's really nothing to this part and it looks really shitty. Oh yeah. Nice, so we're not moving up and down anymore, which is good. We are returning back to where we were looking at, but at least we're not moving up and down. Damn, is it still moving and then I actually regained to where it's supposed to be? Hold on. I'm gonna let it go for a little while. No, I don't think so. I thought it was like moving me, and then I was like snapping to where it was going, but it's actually just like spinning my character around, which sucks. I need to lerp it. Ah, that's annoying. That's gonna be a pain. But yeah, I do like, this area looks pretty cool. I might add like another head up on the ceiling, dumping water on everyone. And then, you know, you're in here. It's pretty creepy looking. I also need to change where this is looking at, because it doesn't look, it's not very Kino. Francisco Goya. Yeah, and I do like making scenes like this where it's just like nothing but darkness all the way around. And we got the three menacing eyes over there, which aren't connected to anything. But yeah. So. Yeah, I think this area is pretty cool. I don't know what those are. How far down are we? Yeah, I don't have some type of filter on here. Yeah, I need to fix that. It's kind of broken. Nice. Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm probably going to end the stream for now. I'm just tired of shit. But yeah, peace out.